everyone, and welcome back to the Connor Bromley YouTube channel. We went live a little bit earlier than expected just because I had an extra 10 minutes and I thought, why not jump on? We can have some discussions around the FA Cup or whatever you guys want to talk about. So yeah, get in the comments if you want to talk about anything specific. But I thought we could actually look at the numbers and we can talk about who we could potentially get in the FA Cup 5th round. So I'll put them on screen here, but let's have a look. So we are number 3, and you look at the teams who are in there, and if I'm going to do my sort of who I would like in the draw, and obviously let me know who you guys want in the draw. Liverpool number 1. We don't want to play Liverpool. We just played them last week, and they were much better than us. So we definitely don't fancy Liverpool. Fulham at home, not a bad draw. You know, not the end of the world. Southampton is an away draw, pretty awful because it's just so far away. As a home draw, you know, and they've got maybe their eyes looking maybe up towards the playoffs. I don't know how important the FA Cup really is to Southampton fans this season, or Southampton as a club. They've got, I think, their eyes on other things. So Southampton wouldn't be a bad draw at home. Wrexham, you probably don't want Wrexham away. I think Wrexham, I don't know, I just feel like it would end up being a bit of a show, wouldn't it? And you'd be on TV and everyone would want Wrexham to win and everything else that goes with that. So I don't really want to play Wrexham away. Wrexham at the Stadium of Light, don't think that's the end of the world, really, all things considered. Arsenal, you don't want them home or away. Chelsea, you don't want them home and away. West Ham, maybe West Ham at home, not a bad draw because West Ham obviously are worried about the relegation. And yeah, I don't think West Ham's a horrific draw, all things considered. Mansfield at number 9. They've beaten us twice in the FA Cup first round, so maybe get a bit of revenge for those defeats a couple of years ago. Mansfield at home, though, would be all right. I mean, I pretty much think any home tie is better. I mean, away ties, I just hate the idea of playing away. So Mansfield at home wouldn't be too bad. Norwich, again, at home wouldn't be too bad. I probably would fancy us to go there away from home as well. But yeah, Norwich, I think, is a tie we wouldn't mind. Port Vale or Bristol City, either of them, fine by me. Wolves, you know, Wolves is an interesting one because obviously the Premier League dreams are over. Will they take the FA Cup so seriously then, you know, because of that? And yeah, get your comments in. I can see there's a few in here. We'll go through what you guys are saying in a moment. But yeah, we'll go through that. We've got I think we've got about 10 minutes until the draw actually starts. So when the draw starts, it's on TNT's YouTube channel. So I'm going to watch from there. So we'll all should be in sync, which is ideal if you want to watch through that. And I'll put the link in the description so you can put that on at the same time. So there we are. Posted that in there. So I've got that ready to go. It's going live in 5 minutes. So follow that if you want. Other draws, right? Wolves, I'm not sure. I think obviously you would take them at home, but away, I'm not sure. Then you've got Newcastle, which I can see some people in. Look, let's have a look. Right, where are we? So visitors. Tash says he wants to visit us. Do you want to play the Disney Billionaires, Wrexham? I don't know. Do we? I don't think we want them away. Not the Mags, SJ 30,000. I would agree with that. I don't want to play Newcastle. That's the worst. For me, not the worst case. I think if I'm looking at the teams I don't want Liverpool, I don't want Arsenal, I don't want Chelsea, and I don't want Man City. They're the absolute don'ts. They're the worst ones we could get. After that, I think Newcastle's the next. You know, in fact, if you look at where they are in the Football League table, like the whole pyramid, Newcastle probably is the worst other team we could get in this competition right now. Grumpiest Stiltskin says, I don't care if we have the easiest string of draws ever if we win a trophy. I agree. Hello, Harley. Thanks for joining us today. Won't get easy after this round. It absolutely will not. Away the draw. Away the draw indeed, Davey. It's on the Dynamite channel. I don't know what that is, but it's on YouTube. I'll put the link in if you want to watch. Human Siddiqui missing 5th round after 2 yellows. Yep, that is a... Yeah, I saw that today. And SJ 30,000's put a comment in here. 2 yellows gets you a ban. Harsh. And it absolutely is harsh. And we'll stop sharing that now. It is harsh that 2 yellows get you a ban, but in the FA Cup, that's how it works. And I suppose you don't want them yellow cards continuing in the Premier League, which I think is the thought process there by the FA. So, yeah, FA Cup games, they will be out of when we play them. So, no Trey Hume. Home draw by David Gettings. Home draw would be nice against anyone but the scum. I presume the scum is Newcastle. Yeah. I don't want to play Newcastle, to be honest. Mainly because the Derby games just really, really upset my my psyche. I just get worried about Derby games and I hate them. If it has to be away, then Southampton, please. I can see St. Mary's if I sit on the roof of my house. Do you sit on the roof house on your house much, Steve Hewitt? I'd be interested to know, do you do that? I've never sat on the roof of my own house. Or any house, for that matter. Though I am scared of heights. So there we go. But yeah, for you, hopefully it is Southampton. Freshie, he wants Norwich. Knowing me, knowing you. 74. I genuinely like West Ham away to right the wrongs of a couple of weeks ago. Plus, Hume is suspended for the 5th round. Bless him. Not as great as game, unfortunately. Yeah, he did have a stinker down at West Ham, didn't he? West Ham away. Oh, I don't know about that one. I'm not sure I'm with you. Knowing me, knowing you. 2 yellows get you banned. We just touched on that before. Let the big boys knock each other out. That's exactly what you want. Does no one know that TNT... Oh, yeah, that brings me back to Crash Bandicoot. I apologise, SJ30,000. Your joke went over my head. Taff would have got that straight away, but me, I'm thick, so I did not get that one. Thane, welcome. Hello, Thane. Good to see you on here. Good support of the channel. I am well, thank you. I hope you are well. I hope everyone who is watching this is well as well. We've got another 2 minutes or so before the stream starts. I'm going to put it on mute because I don't really care about the analysis. But yeah, if you follow through that link to TNT, we should all be in sync, which is ideal. He wants the Mags or Mansfield at home. 09 Yellows is one of the top 3 funniest 09 Yellows. I think my favourite... Did he get booked for that time he kissed that player? I think that was my favourite yellow card. Anyone at home? Yeah, 18:30. Yeah, time for the draw. Sorry, missed this one by Kioli. It is 6:35. Now, hopefully it actually is 6:35. It's not like the World Cup draw where they spend like 20 million hours prepared for it. What else we got on here? I'll take anybody at home apart from the visitors, Man City and Arsenal. Then anyone apart from the visitors, Man City and Arsenal away. I was at the 92 final, so not Liverpool again. When was that time we played Liverpool in the FA Cup? I'm trying to think. I can't remember last time we played Liverpool in the FA Cup. 6:35 is the draw time. Can't see the pitch just to say it's my closest ground. So that's the guy. Steve's the one who is at St. Mary's or lives near Southampton Stadium. Right, that stream has started for the FA Cup draw, but nothing is happening yet with it. Liverpool with the white suits. Yeah, iconic. Did he get booked for riding that fella's back? Yeah, I think he did. That was stopping. It was Alex Scott, who now plays for Bournemouth, was the player that was against Bristol City a few years ago now. Right, we've been through your comments anyway. Thanks everyone for joining. 3 is the magic number. Yeah, Sunderland on number 3. So that's the one we're watching out for. No one else. It'll be Arsenal. And as the draw starts, I will read out the names as they come on as well in case this is what you're only watching. Yeah. So we'll hopefully be good to go. So yeah, I'm excited for this FA Cup draw, and I'm hoping that we can really have a good run at it. I mean, we were talking about yesterday on the stream after the Oxford game. I don't think we've actually been to this stage since like 2015 when we lost against Bradford. We got to the quarterfinals a couple of times. We played Hull, I think, in the quarterfinals, and we played Everton. And Everton is the one where we ended up having to move the away fans. So yeah, we've not had a great run in the FA Cup. Obviously, the Carabao Cup, we got the final once. Bit of a Mickey Mouse competition, though, isn't it? All things considered. Oh, interesting. Borough currently going to win. Well, I am watching that game. I have told the wife there is going to be no watching the TV together tonight. This is right up my wheelhouse. The Championship is my favourite league. I love the Championship. I think it's the most fascinating league. And I think right now with what's happening with Coventry, then Lampard, I don't know, I kind of fancy Borough, but I think Borough's won 6 in a row, haven't they? Will Borough make it like 7 in a row? I don't know. But yeah, if I was a betting man, I think I'm probably going to side with a draw tonight, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Borough. I kind of want Borough to go up. That might be controversial to you people in here. who are obviously big Sunderland fans and, you know, maybe don't like Middlesbrough. But I like the idea of having all three of us in the Premier League as it was when I was a kid growing up. So I'm kind of on Team Middlesbrough to go up. I certainly don't want Coventry to go up. I've got much more dislike for Coventry than I do Middlesbrough. Ipswich, I think probably will go up. I actually think if I was taking a bet, I'd probably say that it's going to be Ipswich. I think it's probably going to be Middlesbrough, and then somebody random in the playoffs would be good, right? The stream has started on TNT, but it's adverts. First time doing something like this, but we'll be sharing your screen. I don't know if I'll get into copyright trouble for doing that. I've sent, though, there is a link here if you want, Jack. So if you follow this link, Jack, and open it in a second sort of tab and have us both together. I don't know how you're doing this on your phone. If you're doing it on your phone, I'm not sure how you do it. But yeah, I wasn't going to share the screen just because I thought that TNT might complain. I don't know if we should take that risk or not. So I'm going to read out the draw anyway as it happens. So you will find out literally at the same time. We'll go through the draw. It's at Macclesfield is where they're making the draw by the looks of it, is it? Well, certainly that's where they are here. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments. We've got a few minutes before the draw starts. If we get Wrexham, we build as the Netflix derby. Absolutely, it will be. Anyone notice Mike Dodds at the game against Oxford? Yes, he joined Oxford when Matt Bloomfield went in there. Apparently, they met each other in like a shop or something and ended up becoming friends and da-da-da. Can they both lose? I presume that's in reference to Middlesbrough and Coventry. Maybe. Maybe. George Carlins, he likes Middlesbrough. Very good. Not controversial, that's good. We've only reached this stage 7 times in 53 years since we won it. God, what a horrendous stat that is. Last time we played Liverpool in the cup apart from 92 was 23rd January 1982 in the 4th round at home. We lost 3-0. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. So yeah, I'm just going to read out the draw as it happens. I feel like I'll get a copyright strike from YouTube if I was to just share my screen. So yeah, I mean, I can maybe put a BBC article up and that might update, but I think it'll just be quicker, just me reading out. We've apparently got 4 minutes until the draw starts, which is exciting. 159 of you joining me here. If you're not subscribed, please do. It really helps. Let's see. Realistically, we are one of the few teams not distracted by either Europe or the relegation fight. That is true. Actually, if you look at the Premier League table, pretty much everyone has got something to play for this season because we aren't actually that far away from Europe. Top 8 could get Europe this season. So we are not far from Europe. And pretty much everyone in the league is either fighting relegation or trying to get into Europe or winning the title or whatever it is. So everyone has got stuff to play for. Really hope we get someone in our favour. I agree, mate, Paul. Absolutely. How can you not like Indiana Jones? It's not that I don't like Indiana Jones. It's just that I never saw it as a kid growing up. And then I watched it as an adult in the last 6 months. And I just was underwhelmed considering the hype. That's all it is. Nothing personal against Harrison Ford and George Lucas and all the other people that... I mean, I know that at least about Indiana Jones. But yeah, it is what it is. Would you get a strike? I don't know. To be honest, I'm not willing to take the risk on the strike. I don't know what other YouTubers are doing. This is the first time... This is the first time I've ever done this. So I didn't want to take the risk on putting the stream up. But as I said, I'll just repeat whatever I said on the screen. And I am live. So provided my internet doesn't die. And if my internet does die, then I'll be off YouTube anyway. Anyway, we've got a few minutes to go until we start. Probably not worth the risk. I agree, Coach Cookruns. And that's the definition of not liking it. You're probably right, mate. Yeah. I probably need to watch the other Indiana Jones movies. It is what it is. Maybe me and Taff can do an Indiana Jones watch along one day. Anyway, we've got a few minutes to go until the draw starts. I am looking forward to it. I'm hoping for a home draw. Get another game at the Stadium of Light would be lovely. Really hope it's not one of like Man City. What time's the draw? The draw is in about 2 minutes time, mate. So as the draw happens, I'll be on it. I'll tell you who's been drawn and who hasn't been drawn, etc. I'm also going to put the audio on here a little bit quietly so I can listen to what happens. Mags again would be lush. Avoid the big guns. I mean, I think ideally you just don't want to play a Premier League team, in all honesty, because, you know, if you can get an easier draw, you get an easier draw. I mean, are Mansfield likely to get through to the FA Cup quarter-finals? I mean, what an achievement that would be for them if they did. Correct. I mean, even Macclesfield are in the draw right now, which says something. Macclesfield could go through tonight, which would be wild. Port Vale could go through tonight. So you could have two teams there who are a League 2 team. We've got Mansfield who are in League 1. You've got Macclesfield who I think are in the National League North. So there's lots of teams in there that, you know, we should be beating. There we are, right. I think we are about ready for the draw. It's Ali McCoist with Darren Fletcher. So I will not share any spoilers on the screen if I am a little bit behind. So let's see who we get. Ali McCoy's former Sunderland player on here as well. He used to have a box at Sunderland as well, apparently. So there we go. People think Macclesfield will win tonight. Can you type up the draw? I will put in whoever Sunderland get into the comments, but I can't put it on the... Well, I could put it on the screen. I don't know. It would probably be just... I'm just going to say it as it comes out, is the idea. Got Karen Carney on here as well. In the Macclesfield Stadium. Moss Rose, I believe, is where they play. And now we get lovely chatting that nobody really cares about before the draw starts. Joe Cole on here as well. So I just hope that we get somebody decent at home. That's what the dream is here. Get a bit of momentum going. If we got an FA Cup quarter final, how amazing would that be? If we got a World Cup quarter final, you know, we survive in the Premier League this season. Maybe get to a semi-final. And then we're one game from Wembley. That would be amazing. Going back to Wembley and seeing where we, you know, making more memories like that. So the numbers, Sunderland are number 3. Other ones to look out for. Newcastle are number 13. Unlucky 13 in there. So obviously we'll be looking for that one. Oh, I didn't realise that Port Vale and Bristol City was called off. So that'll be interesting to see if we get drawn against them. Who else we got on here? Right, I think Sunderland number 3 and Newcastle number 13. So we're about to start. The balls are going in. So as the balls go in, I will call out who it is. The balls are in the pot. Let's see. So Karen's doing the home teams. First ball is number 2, which is Fulham. So we've got Fulham out. We don't want Fulham, do we? Let's avoid Fulham if we can. Away team is... Let's see. It is number 4. Southampton. Fulham, Southampton. That's a rubbish draw. Don't think that one will be on the telly, will it? Who's next? Come on, number 3. No, number 11. Port Vale or Bristol City? It wouldn't be a bad draw for us. Sunderland. So there we go. We've got Port Vale or Bristol City away. Are we happy with Port Vale or Bristol City away? I think all things considered for the draw. Newcastle have also been drawn, and they are playing... Who have Newcastle got? It'll be interesting. Are we happy with the draw? People happy? Newcastle have got Manchester City, so there we go. Yeah, I can see some people have got the draw on a bit earlier, but I'm watching it on YouTube, and YouTube, this is as live as YouTube is. So if you're watching on the telly, maybe you got a little bit quicker. But there we are. Newcastle playing Man City. We have got Bristol City or Port Vale away. Away is not ideal, but I feel like it's not bad. You know, I think that all things considered, to get a non-Premier League team, not bad at all. Leeds, we'll continue with the draw, then we'll talk about it. Let us know what you think about that draw as well, and we'll get through some of your comments. But Leeds, they are at home to Norwich City. That's a really good draw for Leeds. They've got a chance, maybe. If they can get away from the relegation zone, I think that Leeds will fancy themselves in that one. That will get them to the quarterfinal. I don't know. I remember the last time Leeds did anything in the FA Cup. Let's see what else comes out here. Hopefully get some big boys playing each other. Number 9, Mansfield. They get a home draw. Who will they get? Mansfield Town. Who do they want? I presume they'll want Liverpool or something. Mansfield, though, draw number 6, which is Arsenal. I mean, that's the one on the telly, isn't it? That is definitely going to be on the telly. Mansfield against Arsenal. That'll be interesting. So there we go. We've got, just in case people have joined it, we've got Bristol City or Port Vale away from home, which is interesting. We've got Wolves just getting drawn out now. Who are they going to get? They've got Liverpool. That's a bad draw for Wolves. I think their FA Cup dream dies. We've got 4 teams left. We've got Wrexham, Chelsea, West Ham, Macclesfield or Brentford. Yeah, Leeds did do something in 1973, mate. I could see Robin as well. They were runners-up in 1973. Happy days. So are people happy with this draw? I feel like it's a good draw for Sunderland. I think we've got a real chance of getting through there. I think I'd be pretty disappointed if we got knocked out against Bristol City or we got knocked out against Port Vale. Wrexham, who do they draw? Wrexham draw against Chelsea. Well, that one's definitely going to be on the TV as well. So we're going to have West Ham playing Macclesfield or Brentford. So, yeah. We'll take it, though. I think this is a good draw for Sunderland overall. I'm very, very pleased with it. I mean, we could have had much worse. We could have drawn, you know, any of the sort of big boys. But it's an opportunity to get through. That's exactly it. And I can see it's hardly glamorous, but what an opportunity for the quarterfinals. It's a shame it's not at home. That would be nice. West Ham have drawn Macclesfield or Brentford there. So we'll obviously see what happens to that one. But yeah, I think everyone seems to be in pretty good spirits about this one. Seem to be pretty happy. We feel like this feels like a winnable game. For someone to get the final, I'm sending Regis the Bob Stokoe hat. You deserve it, mate. You should be wearing it, hopefully. Port Vale don't play their 4th round until the 3rd of March, so we don't even know who we're playing for ages, which is irritating. But we've got to be happy with that one there, haven't we? We've got to take that one. When there was such big boys in there, hopefully Newcastle or the visitors playing Man City, hopefully they get knocked out, which would be nice. And hopefully we can have a good cup run. But if you've got anything else, I don't know, people want to keep chatting on, we can stay on for another 5-10 minutes, or I can sign off for the evening. I did a video actually on my other channel, if you want to check that out as well, where I talk about the relegation scrap. I know some people in here like talking about things other than Sunderland, so check that out as well. About a 20-minute video talking about all that, which was good. But there we go. The FA Cup draw is officially concluded. I'm happy with it. Very, very pleased with it. Could have been worse. We could have drawn Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. So we've got to take playing a championship team. Bristol City, we got beat off them away last season, didn't we? I actually feel like Bristol City is a little bit of a bogey team for us. I feel like we've not beaten them. I think we beat them with Ross Stewart, didn't we? Where he scored. We won 3-2 down there. I think other than that, probably our 5 games since then, I don't think we've got any wins. I think we've drawn a couple of times at home. I remember Trey Hume, I think, gave away a really bad penalty against Bristol City. And then Port Vale, we played in the FA Cup. I think George Honeyman scored. I think we beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup first round in like 2018. So that's a recent-ish game, recent-ish time we've played Port Vale. But yeah, no more bogeys. I agree, mate. All gone. Good draw. Any Premier League team should be out with a draw. Mags, City, meltdown incoming from the Mags. Not a great draw yet. Newcastle playing Manchester City. Not ideal. There we are. Abu Dhabi City versus Saudi United. That's what it is. Right, anyway. Thanks everyone for joining this. I feel like... oh, Peter, come on. Not but not. We'd rather get beat off Man City than play Port Vale or Bristol City. Come on. We've got a real chance of getting through this competition. Let's have some positivity. That's what I'm doing. I'm feeling good about this. I think we've got a really good chance. A really good chance to get through. Yeah, it's another away game, annoying, but we've definitely got a chance of getting through. Anyway, me and Taff are back tomorrow, so we're going to do our usual videos. I don't know when they'll be up, probably tomorrow evening. Thank you for your comments. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate it. Back tomorrow with Taff, all that good stuff. Me and James back on Wednesday doing our stuff as well. And yeah, I think we're going to do we've got Fulham on Sunday, so I've got a preview coming up with Fulham as well, so we'll be talking to them, the Fulhamish podcast. So yeah, FTM, cheers, beautiful draw, thanks Gov, all that good stuff. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll catch you again very soon.